Welcome to Evil Plays Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice Part 1. This is going to be my ongoing playthrough of Hellblade. You know, I don't know what else to say. It's not a walkthrough. It could be a walkthrough. It depends on how you look at it, and I'll explain as we go along. I've played this game a couple times, and there's a reason I want to live stream this. I've mentioned this girl's story to a whole bunch of people that just don't know her story, and they should. Her story is super famous, and a lot of people do know it. They just don't know it's linked to her. But have you ever heard of a berserker? Um, this is the story of the first ever berserker in history. From Celtic lore as far back as research and stuff. But there's other reasons I want to replay this game. I love this game, but you're gonna see the sound is just amazing.
Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. Speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Speak without alerting the others. For her story has already come to an end, but now. Speak without alerting the others.
You see the bag?
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
The fun part is I do know what to do in this game, and it's pretty much like a one-track adventure. It's not open world. This game is beatable within,
I never told you of the others.
I think, 6 hours, 4 hours, something like that. I can't remember.
They've been around ever since the tragedy.
It's mainly story-driven and sound.
That's not quite true. Some are old.
I highly recommend, if you are watching this live stream or live or on the rewind, to use headphones. It really enhances the experience.
Can you see them?
Hold on one second. I need to up my audio.
Where's the champion? Why aren't you using hell?
Look,
Alright,
up ahead.
I'm sorry about that, but I needed to increase my volume as well. I highly recommend, if you are popping in to watch this stream with headphones or really good speakers. The sound play is such an important part of this story, and they did an amazing job in this game.
It's not safe. Go back. It's not safe.
Another reason I want to play this game is a lot of people just never heard of this game. Made by Ninja Theory, the same people that did The Witcher, and they kind of did it in between Witcher 3 and what they've been doing, DLCs and stuff like that.
And you'll see them. The drowned.
There is a part 2 to this game. I've only played part 1.
Here they lie.
I think
rotting in the fields and rivers of hell.
part 2 is either PS5 or
The dead don't always lie still here.
Xbox.
This is not a place of rest.
I love Senua's story though.
They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
Yeah, it tells a straightforward story all the way through. It's a short game. That's the reason I'm kind of taking a break from my Harry Potterness.
They're watching her. So close. Darkness. Go back.
Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away.
I've actually played this game a couple times before, so
Where you're most vulnerable.
it's pure fun for me.
It's like it knows that just enough light.
This is one of those games that I wish that they turn into a TV show, a movie. But I'm gonna stream it and it'll play like a movie. I might have enough time to beat the whole thing. If I, there are some puzzles in the game, and for the most part, I kind of remember.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her.
It's rage.
Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
But for the time, graphics were superb. I think this was 2015, so it's about 10 years old, something like that. Or her dreads, and I thought they did a really good job. There's a lot of detail work that's going on. The bag that she's carrying is her lover's skull. It's part of the story that we're on. It's really cool because you get to learn a lot about Norse mythology, because even though she's Celtic, she's in Norse lands.
I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back.
And if you know anything about Celtic lore, just her appearance should say a bunch about her and who she is.
Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering.
God, I love this game.
There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to.
Just wait until our guide starts talking to us. His voice, the voice acting is... I mean, this game won a bunch of awards, mainly for sound, story, voiceovers.
Look, really.
Here we go, baby.
Focus. Focus and you'll see. What happens if you focus?
I'm trying to remember how to focus.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney.
1 second, I want to turn on the subtitles, if I can figure out how. Yeah. It helps with a lot of words.
Sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Marker number 1. I'm basically gonna follow these markers. There's a mix of combat, puzzles, but it's mainly story. The story is
The darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on a hunt. It's not stopping.
all this is gonna seem weird at first, but
Not this time.
as we progress, it all makes sense. Especially if you know Senua's historical story.
Land of mist and fog.
Helheim.
The old fool was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
They're gonna give us a little bit of the story. Hey Scott. Every once in a while I miss playing video games. This one is excellent. It's very short, but it's mainly story driven. But it's actually based on historical. Senua was a real lady.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hel.
This whole story is one of my... It's the only one that I actually know from bits and pieces of Norse mythology and Celtic lore. But this is the story of the first Berserker. Where that term comes from, and it's usually associated with a guy. It's not.
Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. He's already dead.
This is actually on a couple different systems, and it's an old game. It was originally released in 2015 for, I think, Xbox exclusive, and then it was brought over to PlayStation. It is currently on PlayStation 4 and Xbox, and there is a part 2 to this game. This game won a bunch of awards for sound design and story. It's made by the same people who did Ninja Gaiden and the Witcher series. I remember when I used to get excited for new releases, usually I downloaded the pre-releases from news. I do remember those days, Scott. And I want to say I get excited, but it's usually a little while before I get to play it, but that's just money-wise. But that's going to change pretty soon. Like I am next paycheck getting a PS5, the Pro, you know, I'm going to drop some money. Thinking about getting the Switch too. I won't be able to play I mean, it's kind of like comics, Scott. There's so many games that drop nowadays. You know, you pick a couple, and but that's the fun thing about games like this one. It's 10 years old, you know. Digital, you know. I was like, you know what? I want to play this game, and I've been mentioning this game to people, and why not? You know, there's a second marker, one of them. There's gotta be more. I don't know why I can't run. There we go. Each one of these gives you a little bit of Norse mythology. It's kind of like for a novice. It's part of her story, but this guy will also tell, like, I'll show you.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard.
Hey, Kenneth.
The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil
That's
beasts
one of the
dwell in
reasons I'm playing
Svartalfheim.
this one is because
The mountain
not a lot of
giants dwell in
people have
The fire giants dwell in
I heard
Muspelheim.
about it. It kind of like slipped under the
Niflheim is
radar,
world
part
of
1
ice
and 2.
and darkness.
But it won a shit ton of awards,
The
and
dead
it was pretty cheap when it came out because it's not a long game. I want to say, memory serves, I want to say 4 to 6 hours somewhere. These are the only extras in the game, is collecting all these. If you can see, there's like those letters or rune symbols around them. Each one will turn yellow as I unlock them. It's the only like besides completing the game, that's the only like extra like trophies, is those things. And I've never even heard of that, America's Army. Is that for PC? I can say for PC I've not played a lot of games. There's a big gap of I played a lot of like 80s and 90s PC games. And then there's a gap between the 2000s to like 2010s, and then I played some PC games between that era. But most of my stuff was like, I was playing them because they were like that talked about. Like I got into Diablo, and I'm making sure there isn't one of those ruined things over here before I progress. Like I played Half-Life on PC when that started. A lot of like first-person shooters, Wolfenstein, Doom. I stayed with Doom over the years. One of the funnest things about this game, like the story kind of like actually unfolds as you go through. At this point, you don't know what she's doing. I can tell you, it's a revenge thing, and that bag that she's carrying is the whole revenge trick. But there's a lot to the story. It's not just that.
What's she waiting for?
But the sound design, the people that's talking to her and shit, that's part of the story.
No,
Um,
this is it. The hidden path.
I'm trying to like say some without saying too much. But the combat's really fun as well. It's reminds me of like Batman. Okay, let me look at it.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Here's our guide.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Let the bastards catch me. Never! Wait. Who are you?
Drew? Is that you?
From my tales of the Northmen, they call me Ruth. Liar. An old fool. Truth is my truth.
I thought he was. I know Caroline, Christina, and
You kept your vow.
Stephanie, like half and half. But supposedly,
Tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
I love that. Like, she turned her head, and you could hear him stronger on one side. That's why it's highly recommended to listen to this with headphones.
Fear the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye.
The sound play is so amazing.
What's hidden in plain sight.
I know.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
It's an M. Yeah. Oh, wait. So now what I gotta do is I gotta look for this room. And it basically, like, kind of, it guides you. Right now it's going to be basic, and as it progresses,
Look towards the gate. And the gate will open.
but what we just did right there with her, like, focusing in on the ruin and then looking for the ruin that was similar to open the door, this also plays a part in the story.
Go through it.
It seems like it's game stuff. It's
Where will it take you? It's not safe. It worked.
and that's kind of clue number
Go through
one.
it.
In
It's
hell.
dangerous. Follow it.
But I watched the Northmen.
Where will it take you? It's
Learned
not
their
safe.
ways.
I know you did.
You listen?
Like, we literally walked up to a gate and she saw some shit, did some shit, and then she opened the gate.
With you. And together we will make the Northmen
You know what I'm
feel our
saying?
fury.
I mean, you don't see Druth, right? But he's still talking to us. Not only that, but Druth, I can tell you, is not in her head.
She once tried to make them go away.
Like right there, another voice joins us.
What is that? When we are always here.
I don't even remember if you can die. Oh, okay, yes you can.
I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand
I
on the
forgot,
edge,
yeah, I can.
pretend
There's a
it's
couple
going to be
places.
okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip.
Yeah, it's right there. Come
You
on.
can't just wish things away.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's.
You hear that,
So,
right?
as a
Hela,
child,
daughter of
the
Loki.
All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
And the game's actually pretty fluid. Her awkwardness looking, that's actually me forgetting a button. Because there is no tutorial. It'll just keep yelling at you, focus, focus, and you gotta figure out what button focus is.
Is that the face of Hela herself?
Right there, I got a trophy. The fight begins. That's how the trophies in this game work. They're all story progression.
Whatever
You have to do
horrors lie
puzzles
behind
and
that door,
combat and stuff to
She must find it.
progress the story parts, but I mean, it's basically like hitting a new chapter.
Someone's here.
And she was looking at us at first. If you notice, the camera just walked around her. Here we go. You took him from me. I beg you.
Thank you. Let him go.
Would you?
I'll give you what you want.
It's our choice.
I won't resist. Just get that back.
touch us. Don't remember how to block that. Oh no. You have to lose right here. The game fucks with you thinking you got a game over or whatever.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason.
They're rotting.
It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her.
That's actually
All of
her
suffering
life
would have
bar.
been for nothing.
That's how you tell how much health she
It's
has.
just a matter of time.
Yeah, I think that's the only instruction. As I remembered, it's pretty hard to get it all the way up to her head. Like, I've beaten this game all the way through twice.
Fought on the mind.
I remember one time I got close, but
That is what Dillian taught her. With every
there are
defeat,
some boss battles.
the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul.
Alright,
But
tell us a
now
little about it.
She still has control of her mind,
A little about her past.
and she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
Yes, she will.
He's not right.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Zurt, and the god of illusion, Raven. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
It won't open.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. Bet you weren't expecting that.
A cow. That's it. You gotta make it to the next marker. You go left or right. Left or right. Illusion or fire. I don't remember which is which, even though he tells us. I think this is illusion. Oh,
The fire giant has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind, and the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast, was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northman.
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel.
See, it's
Because
good.
it was in the south, it was bright.
It's hard to see, but
burning.
that one's all the way
Sparks
to
that
the
flew out
right.
from Muspel became the stars.
The story's
Other
gonna be out
stars
of
melted
whack.
ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants.
We'll come back to this. There is like a set path, I forget. I don't know if it's gonna let me go this way, but we'll see.
Valravan, ancestor of the seers.
And as I remember it, this one's actually a little harder.
His prey with his powers of illusion and feasts.
I think the third part, there's like 3 puzzles, yeah, and it's kind of like that. Where it's like you gotta do this turnaround
Follow the path
to see
to
stuff.
Valravan and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
Both of them are pretty doable, you know. But this is the way that actually continues those marker stories. And we left off with the first frost giant being created, and his name is Ymir, and then something about a cow. About to pass stuff up.
Ymir was a frost giant,
There we go.
a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him.
So there's like
Of his
1,
daughters and
2,
granddaughters,
3, 4,
some were
5
monstrous,
that are over
others
here.
fair.
4 more.
But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
Next. I think it's like right over here. Look like it. I think that's where we came in. They like to hide these suckers. See them, and the puzzles, you'll see me going back and forth. There's a lot of that. There is some other things you find that add to the story. You can find these, like, I think they're called her mom's faces or something like that. And they add more to the story. Can I go up here? I forget how high she can climb. Yep.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Yeah, it's over there. You gotta go through these things, these two pillar type things.
It's a door. Push it. Push it. Push it. Come on. Push it. He did it.
Now you find this thing, and now you see it. Now you don't. And that's how this illusion thing works, but I'm actually looking for one of those markers. Like I said, they like to hide them.
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? Once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Yeah, if I can do all the, it's really like button movements. When we do the button movements, it'll look seamless.
You could close your eyes. However hard she tried. Begged.
It should be like a combat area soon. Should be.
This is the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
Let's do it. First real combat.
Finish this. End it now. Don't let them get behind you. Keep them in sight. End it.
Come on, Alfred. Fuck it, the wrong motherfucker.
You're close.
Gave you.
You're sorry.
Now, if you were to fall, that black stuff
The Northmen will not stop her.
grows on her arm.
She will find what she's looking for.
there's that symbol with that thing over there.
Valravan's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth.
Then go up here. As you get closer, that symbol will start to appear in her vision, letting you know you're on the right. Path and bada bing. Door open. I know, I was looking for a marker. I haven't found a marker for a while. I feel like I've already missed one. Okay, it's over there, dude. Open sesame.
Do you feel it? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching. Another gate.
Another gate.
You know what to do.
I do.
It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Like right there.
Which ravens?
You just have to get up there.
Line up the ravens.
I hear something.
If you hear the soul of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
Silence me.
Where is it? It's on your foot.
Oh.
Fight!
Is she lost? It's been the first time. Last winter, before tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. Uncommon, you see. Call such a person a gallant. Some extras come down in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. She can get up. Must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Raven. Tricking her. Raven. How can she get up? Wait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
He's not tricking her. It's just the way we need to go. Now we have 2 exits. Puzzle solved. How do I get out there? Oh my goodness. Wait. Go. I should have found a marker somewhere. I feel like I missed one or 2.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. Deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Don't let them get behind you. Don't. Hide
Damn.
It's not over. It's not over.
It's not over.
Down. Take it down now. Behind you.
There's a mark. Let's see how many I missed, or maybe I'm on track.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse.
Alright. I didn't miss him.
They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
It's crazy. Dead guys. Wonder what killed them. I mean, we just made it onto a new land and we haven't even seen a single person. Except for a ghost. I don't know if that counts. And some rocks that talk to us.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
Think there's another puzzle come? Yeah, and these things are always sets of threes, so 3 puzzles to unlock them. Like a little boss battle. But so far she had full health, you know. I guess I can activate it.
The song. Valravan's song. It's over here. It's over here. Is that?
So this puzzle,
It's here. There's
you have to clear out all the fake symbols.
Listen, focus. Listen. It's not
But
here.
they showed us where we gotta go. We gotta make it to
This
him.
reminds me of somewhere.
The forest.
Where? Which forest?
The wilds.
She left the wilds. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd
She'd
be dead.
She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian.
Okay.
Came to beat her own darkness in memory of Dillian. But it
She
didn't
gave
work.
it a damn time.
She thought her curse
Would affect him. She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
Damn it.
the curse made her painful.
Druth helped her.
Trying to see what changed. So I gotta go. And then looks like I gotta backtrack. Come on, let me jump down. I don't know where I'm going yet. Maybe I have to do this. I can't remember. It's been too long. Lost, looking around, hold on.
Open it.
Okay.
Not from this side.
Pass already open. open. Sucker. Y'all thought I was playing around. I already knew what to do. Yeah, technically you would have had to backtrack across that gate. Make it to that thing. Look over here. All that stuff that I was doing in the beginning. I don't know if I can get up here. This part. Hey.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink.
Ooh, I'm going too far.
He saw the runes below him. He gave a cry, he gathered them in his mind and learned them. Then he fell from the tree.
Okay. I forgot, you can't go like too far. Trying to remember. It's kind of like a path. Now you close it. Then we go back. It's a trap.
The ravens. They're gone. No, half of them have gone. They're gone. But where? Poor ravens. It's not healthy. It's true. Quiet.
Out in the wilds, in the cold winter woods,
Where?
she no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. She remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
Yeah, I'm looking at the second half of the puzzle. something like that. I gotta hit it from an angle. Hey, Hungry D. How you doing? Happy Tuesday? Here we go. No, not yet. I don't see anything changing. There's a ruin. Yay!
The Northmen say that Odin is always in search of knowledge and wisdom and magic.
Thanks,
There
Hungry
was a
D.
very wise being named
I hope you had a magical day
guarded
today
the
and
waters
make it
of
home
wisdom which
safe.
flowed
Get
from
off
the roots of
YouTube.
the world. Odin wished to drink from this spring, but he had to pay a price. So
Bye.
he gouged out his own eye as offering to Mimir. He
Mimir
drank from the well and traded one way of seeing
for another. Just be safe, Hungry D. We need you in the room. For as long as we can have. It's all done. I'm looking. Can't climb that. There's something. I told you, this one's a little harder than it's like you gotta play with the optical illusion. I could have sworn it's like I gotta get up there. I don't know. What the hell is changing? Everything looks exactly the same. I do have an idea. I just gotta get it right. voices could help out. Yeah, it's something with that one. This was in here a second ago. What was that?
The ravens. They were gone, no? There's still three. There's two.
She
Where?
did it.
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the glow, the smallest hints of shape, sound, and thought, grew in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
Right here, baby, right here. She
The
did
gate
it.
is open. Open.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. Life doesn't want to kill her. Yet, it will gnaw at her, biding its time. When she is at her weakest, will it strike to kill? Will she find Dillian before her time comes?
Open. Still no people. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? About to be a showdown. Let me get my battle focus on. Let me look at this wall and get pissed
Here
off.
come Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
Alright, that's the end. Oh. Yeah, that's the end of the puzzle. That's the angle you gotta view it from. You gotta go over here. We'll go off here.
Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth,
The man that
I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
I feel like I'm missing something. The hell am I missing? I'm missing one element. One step. I can smell it though. I don't think it's over here. I'm gonna check. No. one. And there's something over there. Over there. I know what it is. It's supposed to be open. Down. No. What the fuck? Game is gonna start laughing at me in a second. Oh. I thought I had, thought it was, well, you know, it looked like it was, maybe I ran through and it changed perspective. In this part you can fall down. And I think if you do fall down, it's like a combat. Don't! I don't mind the combat. I like the combat, but I don't want to do all that shit all over again.
Broken. The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
Yeah, combat. A little boss combat.
I'm still here. Are you too? Where are we? I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it.
Things like eating.
Relief settles in. Strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see you. I see you now. You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there. Don't give up. Don't give up. End it now. This is nearly the end. She's nearly there. Behind you! He's gone! There are too many of them. Find now! The mirror. The mirror. Oh! Focus. Now. Focus. She's dying.
You in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time!
Kill the god.
Raven, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it?
Guys, a little more.
In those dark winter nights in the wilds, There were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for
I need to see something open. Fast track, evade, X.
Druth, a child in the wild, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillian's soul.
Dylan.
I'm coming.
Focus. Trophy earned. Master of Illusion. You killed a god. Hey, look, door's open. Missing a room. It's funny now that the illusion is done. Everything looks regular. And if you notice, there's like all these birds flying around. It's 'cause me. Well, actions. Alright, this thing should be around here. This is the last part. It's over here. I think I found this one. Maybe not.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpses. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth,
Yeah,
and his
missing.
blood into the salt sea.
We've already heard
They
that.
set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving.
It should be in here. Damn. Should have been on the path. The other two were.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them. Elusive. Shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. In the trees. The mountains. Caves.
And that's a clue about the other things you're supposed to find is the faces. Well, there's still some magic. All the magic turned off. I was hoping I was like, yeah. That makes you walk all the way back. This took me, I remember the first time I played, it took me a second to figure out. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta make it back to that other door.
Can you see the faces too? They're there. If you look for them.
Like right there, you see the face? I see the face.
Mother. Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galena. She was a priestess.
A healer.
She taught Senua to see the weave of life. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face. Like she's still watching over. She misses her so much.
The Surtur part's a little bit cooler. And I would say a little bit easier than that one. I guess it's good we got out of the way. So let's say you can check, you look at the letter and see if it's highlighted, you know. It kind of looked like one. And usually when it starts going dark like this, it means combat time. this is the one I'm missing.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south.
Well, that's all.
They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
Let's see another phase.
Senua. We each walk these lands, gazing towards different horizons, some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Okay. Lady Gaga's born in a sweet place. Meh, 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 meh. More combat? Yes.
Come this far, she needs to keep going. There's too many of them. Find a good position and you let them behind you. Stop them!
Ooh.
Get up, quick! She's hurt. She won't make it.
Not like that. What the hell? Oh. Damn. That wasn't supposed to happen. Come on.
It's nearly over. Finish it. You won. They've surrounded you.
Come on. Come on, I pressed it. Oh, there's 3. I just noticed that shit. That's why. I didn't even notice it was 3. I thought there was 2.
I can still smell it. Sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. You hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
I'm looking all around. It's one of these damn trees. Oh, it's that one. Duh.
The path to Hellham is sealed to the living. But you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened. When you first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, and slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
They can see you're weak. Go. Find us in position. Let them surround
Oh, come on. I'm already up.
It's not over. It's not over.
Oh, what the?
She's hurt. She's injured. Take him down. She's injured. She's not gonna make it.
Ow.
When you see a fire gate of soot, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel, and let the dead walk through.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to soot.
Hell will not give you the answer you want, but you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer, because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
He's trying to tell him.
Where's it gone? The fire's disappeared. The pyre. Soaked is through there. He's waiting for her. He can get through.
How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth and scent. Find your own path.
There's
The
always
Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants.
I'll be right back.
His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Alright, I'm back, but this is probably where I'm going to end the stream now that I got this marker and we're moving back on track. But I will pick this up on a later date. We will continue this journey because honestly, there's like 3 more levels after that, and this is the whole game. But it's the story. The story is epic. But guys, I will see y'all next time. If you already haven't, hit that like button, subscribe to Evil's Comics on YouTube, or hit that notification bell if you just want to continue the ride. Alright guys, bye.